Hi, I'm Dulcinea Carroll, and I'm going to be discussing human motion analysis technology and its advances over the years, as well as its applications and uses. On the right, you can see some of the many companies that currently use this technology. Their products range from movies and video games to robotics and programs on smartphones. Here are some examples of how motion capture and analysis is used in the real world. It can be used in the sports field to track progress and help prevent and diagnose injury. It is also used in television, film, video games, and other animation to help create characters and modify their appearance, like with Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk and Tom Hanks in The Polar Express. The first instance of motion capture technology was the rotoscope in 1915. Rotoscoping involved filming an actor and then projecting that performance onto a transparent surface and tracing the movements frame by frame. This creates lifelike motion like what is seen in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. The Animac, made in the 1960s, was the precursor to the bodysuits with the white markers that you may be more familiar with. The Animac involves analog circuits and cathode tubes. It recorded and animated motion in real time. After the Animac, the early days of mocap involved assigning markers to parts of the body and hand digitizing the movements frame by frame. When processing speeds improved in the 90s, it allowed for serious progress in mocap technology. Now you don't have to work frame by frame. Motion capture is automated and trackable in real time. It has gotten much faster and easier to use, allowing for more time to be put towards other aspects of production. Lots of uses of mocap don't even need markers anymore. This can be seen on some smartphones with facial motion capture, on AR Emoji and Animoji, as well as other apps. With such easy access to mocap technology, it has expanded to many different fields. 50% is used in biomechanics, like gait analysis and treating patients, a quarter in video games and film, and a quarter in robotics, like VR and autonomous driving. Motion capture technology is now a very valuable technology. You probably have had the most exposure to it in entertainment. Earlier creations that used rotoscoping were Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Alice in Wonderland, and Cinderella. Some films with more modern mocap used are Ready Player One, Titanic, Paddington, the Marvel Avenger universe, and many Star Wars films like The Last Jedi. It has also been used in games like Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, Life is Strange, and Fortnite. Another field where motion capture technology is beneficial is in sports medicine. By observing athletes doing tasks and movements that are likely to cause acute or long-term injuries, we can identify ways to improve performance to address and prevent the injury. We want to use this technology to minimize the amount of sports injuries that take place on the field. It can also be used on the flip side to assist in physical therapy when an athlete is already injured. In addition to helping athletes, this technology can be used to help people with mobility impairment. Some debilitating conditions it has been used with are Parkinson's disease, Huntington's disease, CP, and MS. Researchers used mocap to figure out how these diseases affect the patient's walking and mobility, and possible ways to assist them and improve mobility. It has also been used in a similar way to help the elderly with increasing movement and limiting falling. Another application of motion capture technology is with ergonomics and product design. Ergonomics is when human interactions with elements of a system are used to design and optimize usage and system performance. Human motion capture can be helpful in tracking the human interaction with the system being designed or improved. When gathering data for ergonomic designs, you take into consideration position, complexity of movement, and obstacles in the workplace. Mocap in ergonomics, like in sports and entertainment, has become more accessible and easier to use, causing it to be more commonly used. Advances in technology have allowed individual athletes, sports teams, and physicians to monitor functional movements, workloads, and biometric markers to maximize performance and minimize injury. The smartwatches you may be familiar with have similar motion analysis components with movement sensors like a pedometer and physiological sensors like a heart rate monitor. Thank you for listening, and to learn more, visit www.wrslab.com. Below are my colleagues and my email if you have any questions or would like to reach out to us. Thank you.